Hi there, I'm Jen Lane and I'm a pelvic floor specialist. And today I want to go over my go to exercises that I start my clients with who are struggling with back pain as they return to exercise. And they just keep getting so frustrated and are unable to progress to the type of exercise that they want to do because of their back pain. So, my goal is to take it back to basics, and the what I mean by that is, are you activating the right muscles? So I'm also a Pilates instructor and I talk a lot about transverse abdominis muscles. So I want to explain real quick. Transverse abdominis muscles run this way around our midsection. When they contract, all they do is cinch in our waistline. They do not bring our ribs towards our waist. They don't bring our pelvis in. Nothing moves. Your spine or your skeleton do not move when the transverse abdominis activate. So when the rectus abdominis activates, we crunch, we move, but not when the transverse abdominis does. So we're going to go over some exercises. Some of these are about controlled movement. Others of these are about stability. So we're going to start with the pelvic tilt, okay? So first of all, for me, to activate transverse abdominis, I find a nice neutral position and I take an inhale. And as I exhale, I feel my belly pull in. But when I let my belly pull in, I'm not moving my ribs, I'm not moving my back, I'm not moving my pelvis. So I inhale, exhale, abs pull in. I have now scooped my belly and transverse abdominis is activated, okay? So now we're gonna take that and we are now going to incorporate a little bit of movement. So I'm gonna just move my hands out of the way and we're gonna do a pelvic tilt. So I'm gonna inhale to prepare, exhale, tilt the pelvis. Now my back is flattened into the mat. My belly is hollowed in. Inhale, release it. Exhale, tilt it. You notice that my ribs aren't moving at all. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so that's posterior pelvic tilt. This is a nice mobility exercise. This is also a great way to start engaging transverse abdominis as well as some deep back muscles that facilitate mobility of the spine. Okay, moving on from that, I'm going to keep my hands up here just so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to do, actually, I'm going to move my hands down for this demonstration, bent knee fall out. Okay, so now I pull my abs in using the exhale, and I'm going to allow my left knee to rotate open. The goal of this is to keep my pelvis level, and then I'm bringing it back to center, and then I take it to the right, and I bring it back to center. What you don't want to do is allow the pelvis to rotate with the movement. I'm trying to stabilize with transverse abdominis and allow the leg to move independently of my pelvis. So this is called bent knee fall out or knee drops. So that's a great indicator of how well you're able to activate your transverse abdominis. Okay, next one is a low march. I'm going to exhale and bring my right knee up to tabletop. In that, my back did not arch, it did not flatten, it did not move, okay? And I'll put that down. This is level 1. So just a very slow march, okay? Level 2 would be bringing the other leg up to meet it. Abs in, other leg comes up. My belly did not pooch out, it stayed scooped. My back did not move, I'm not arched. And then I would put a leg down and a leg down. So you might just stick with the low march to begin with. This might be all you can control, and you do not progress until you can fully master the first level. Okay, moving on, I'm going to turn on to my side. I love activating transverse abdominis in different positions. So laying on your side, just let your belly relax. I'll feel it fall towards the mat. Make sure your hips are stacked, and then go ahead and pull your abs in. Now on the camera, you may not see that anything moved. I didn't flare my ribs. I didn't tuck my pelvis. But what I can feel myself is that my belly is pulling in, okay? From here, belly stays pulled in, and then I just do a little bit of a clamshell, not allowing the pelvis to rotate back. I'm not rotating my body. I'm pulling the abs in, stabilizing, knee comes up and down. You can do this with your butt against a wall, so you just know that you're not cheating. Good. So again, trying to work on the stability, the scoop, no movement in the pelvis at all. Okay, final one, up in all fours position. Okay, so from here, finding a neutral position, you can definitely work on cat-cow in this position, just a nice mobility, exhaling as you do the cat, inhaling as you release. But for this stability one, I'm just gonna start in a relaxed position, and then I'm gonna pull my abs in. Now, you should not see any movement. If I did this incorrectly, you would see me puff up my back a little bit, okay? So again, I pull my abs in, no movement is discerned, and then I might just try to challenge my balance. I might try to pick up and tap opposite shoulder, which is hard on this squishy surface, right? Or I might try to lengthen it away from me. So these are all ways to activate the core. Every once in a while, I'll reset, let it go, reset, and then try a different challenge. You could start moving your legs backwards, trying to stretch them away. I have too wide of a knee set. Reach back. Again, without any extra motion into the pelvis. So those are my go-tos that I give my clients who are coming to me complaining of back pain that is getting so frustrating for them that they can't even progress their exercise program and feel strong and healthy again. They just get stuck. So we start here. These are the basics. Get tuned into the core. Be able to take those concepts and apply them as you progress. Do you feel that you're starting from engaging the core? Start there. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure that if you're working your abs, you feel it in your abs, not in your back. If you're working your glutes, make sure you feel it in your butt, not in your hamstrings. So really tuning into your body, listening, being aware of what muscle group are you actually trying to work in that moment, and stay focused on that. If you start progressing and you start feeling that back pain creep in, go back to the level before and really stay there until you feel stronger. And as always, if you're struggling with back pain that just doesn't seem like it wants to go away, find yourself a physical therapist, whether that's pelvic floor therapy or just a good old-fashioned manual specialist, someone who can get their hands on you and really evaluate you. That's where you're going to get a lot of success and the ability to progress and get back to living the life that you want to live. That's it for this week. Stay tuned for next week when I give you some more physical therapy and pelvic health tips. Bye for now.